Every journey is more than movement. It is discovery. It is memory. It is growth. Today, in day 11 of Daily English Voice, we will not sit in a classroom. We will step into the subway station, hear the echo of announcements, and learn the words that help you buy a ticket and find your seat. We will climb the stairs of a double-decker bus, watch the city move below, and practice the sentences that carry you through real travel. We will walk through the wooden gate of my grandparents' home, into the garden, into the kitchen, into the warmth of family. And you will see how English can be used to talk, to share, to remember, to connect. This is what you will take away from today. Vocabulary for travel and family life. Clear, simple, ready to use. Real conversations that sound natural, polite, and full of confidence. And most of all, the motivation to see English not as grammar in a book, but as a bridge, from city to village, from past to future, from one heart to another. So, if you are ready to travel, to learn, and to feel how language can transform even the simplest day, comment 1 below and let us begin day 11 together. Lesson 1. Morning departure. The morning is fresh. The air smells of coffee and rain on the street. I zip my small bag and check my phone one last time. Ticket confirmed. Departure time 9 o'clock. I whisper to myself, I have my ticket. I am ready to go. This train is not for work, not for study. It will take me home, to my grandparents. It has been almost 4 months since my last visit. In my mind, I see the wooden house, the small garden, the rows of green vegetables, and my grandmother's gentle smile. My heart beats faster, not from travel, but from longing. At the subway station, the ceiling is high, the floor is shiny, and the crowd moves like a river. A big screen shows the next train, line A, 5 minutes. I follow the yellow signs, each arrow pointing forward, each step bringing me closer to home. Near the ticket gate, a man in uniform checks passes. I walk up, nervous but smiling. Excuse me, is this the train to Riverside Station?
Yes, that's right. Please stand behind the yellow line.
Thank you very much. The announcement echoes above me. Next train arriving. Please prepare to board. The crowd slows, then moves as the train doors open with a soft hiss. I breathe in deeply. This is not just the start of a trip. It is a return to family, to roots, to stories waiting in the garden. If you also miss someone in your family, comment ticket below. Vocabulary in context. Return. To go back to a place. Example. I return to my grandparents' home. Longing. A strong feeling of wanting something or someone. Example, she felt longing for her family. Rows. Lines of things, one after another. Example, there are rows of vegetables in the garden. Visit, to go and spend time with someone. Example, I visit my grandparents in the summer. Roots, where your family or story begins. Example, my roots are in my hometown. Shadowing practice. I have my ticket. I am ready to go. It has been 4 months since my last visit. I returned to my grandparents' home. There are rows of vegetables in the garden. Every journey is not only about the road ahead. Sometimes it is about the road back. Back to where love waits. Back to where stories begin. Back to the roots that remind you who you are. Lesson 2. On the subway. The train arrives with a soft rush of air. The doors slide open, and people step out quickly. I step inside. The floor is clean. The seats are blue, and the windows reflect the bright lights of the tunnel. The subway is quiet. No shaking, no noise of metal wheels. Only the soft hum of movement. A woman beside me reads a newspaper. A boy listens to music, nodding his head. Across from me, a man types on his laptop, fast and serious. I hold the pole and whisper to myself, I am on the train. This seat is free. Next stop is Central. I smile and ask a polite question to the woman near me. Excuse me, is this train going to Riverside Station?
Yes, it is. 2 more stops.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The announcement plays overhead. Next stop, Central Station. Please mind the gap. I repeat quietly, please mind the gap. I imagine myself already in the UK, hearing the same sentence in London. The words feel real, and so does my dream. If you also like practicing English while traveling, comment B below. Vocabulary in context. A low, steady sound. Example, the subway makes a soft hum. Reflect, to show an image like a mirror. Example, the window reflects my face. Laptop, a small computer. Example, he is working on his laptop. Gap, a small space. Example, please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Serious, not smiling, very focused. Example, she looks serious at work. Shadowing practice. I am on the trains. This seat is free. Next stop is Central. Please mind the gap. Is this train going to Riverside Station? Every journey teaches you to notice details. The hum of the train, the faces of strangers, the words on the loudspeaker. Learning English is the same. Confidence comes not from big speeches, but from small sentences you notice, repeat, and remember. Lesson 3. Double-decker bus adventure. The subway ride ends at Riverside Station. I walk outside, and the world feels bigger. Bright sky, busy streets, the smell of fresh bread from a bakery nearby. At the stop, a red double-decker bus is waiting, tall and proud, shining in the sunlight. I smile. A double-decker bus, just like in the UK. The driver greets me at the door. Hello, 1 ticket to Greenfield, please.
Sure. Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs, please.
Good choice. The view is beautiful.
Thank you. I climb the narrow stairs and sit by the window. The bus starts moving. The city rolls past like a film. First, tall buildings and bright shop signs. People hurry across crosswalks. Bicycles weave through cars. Everything feels loud, fast, alive. But slowly, the scene begins to change. The buildings grow smaller. Shops give way to trees. The road stretches wide, with green fields on both sides. A river flashes silver under the sun. Children run in a playground, their laughter floating through the open window. I whisper to myself, the city is behind me. The countryside is ahead. The view is peaceful. I lean my head against the glass. The air feels fresher here, and the rhythm of the bus is gentle, steady. It is as if every turn of the wheel is carrying me back in time. Closer to my grandparents, closer to the home I have missed. If you love the calm of the countryside, comment below. Vocabulary in context. Crosswalk. White lines where people cross the street. Example, she waited at the crosswalk. Weave. To move in and out of something. Example, the bicycle weaves through the traffic. Field. Open land with grass or crops. Example, green fields stretched for miles. Peaceful. Calm, quiet, not busy. Example, the garden is peaceful at night. Ahead, in front, forward. Example, A small town is ahead of us. Shadowing practice. 1 ticket to Greenfield, please. Upstairs, please. The city is behind me. The countryside is ahead. The view is peaceful. Every journey has 2 sides. The speed of the city and the calm of the countryside. Learning English is the same. You need the energy of practice and the peace of patience. Together, they carry you home. Lesson 4. Arrival at grandparents' house. The bus slows down, then stops with a hiss. I step onto the quiet lane. The city noise is gone. Here, only birds sing, and the wind brushes gently through the trees. At the end of the lane, I see it. A wooden gate, painted white but a little old. Behind the gate, the front yard is alive with flowers. Roses, daisies, and lilies dancing in the breeze. I remember Grandma once said, "I love a house with flowers in front." Since then, Grandpa has cared for them every day, watering, trimming, and protecting them like little treasures. My heart beats faster. Home. The gate creaks as I push it open. Grandma is already waiting by the door, apron tied around her waist. Grandpa stands beside her, holding his newspaper but smiling wide.
Bella, welcome home.
Grandma, Grandpa, I missed you so much.
Look at you, carrying your own bag. Come inside, child.
It's been 4 months since my last visit. The flowers are more beautiful than ever.
Your grandpa takes care of them. They're his second children.
Not children. Gifts for your grandma.
That's love in blooms. They both hug me tightly. The warmth of their arms feels like time has stopped. 4 months melt away in a single moment. If you believe flowers can also tell a love story, comment below. Vocabulary in context. Lane. A small road, usually in the countryside. Example. We walk down a quiet lane. Breeze. A light, gentle wind. Example. A soft breeze moved the flowers. Trim. To cut small parts to keep neat. Example. He trims the flowers every week. Treasure. Something very valuable or loved. Example. The ring was her treasure. Bloom. When flowers open. Example. The roses are in full bloom. Shadowing practice. Bella, welcome home. I missed you so much. The flowers are more beautiful than ever. They're gifts for your grandma. That's love in bloom. Life lesson. A house is built of walls, but a home is built of love. Sometimes that love blooms in small, daily acts, like watering flowers, like waiting at the door, like saying welcome home with open arms. And just as flowers bloom with care, your English will bloom with every word you practice. Lesson 5. Elephant in the garden. After putting my bag inside, Grandma smiles at me.
Come, Bella, let's go to the garden. We need fresh vegetables for dinner.
I follow her through the wooden back door. The air outside is cool and smells of earth after the morning rain. The garden is alive. Rows of lettuce, cucumbers hanging on the vines, tomatoes red and round, mint leaves shining in the sun. Grandma hands me a small basket.
Pick the ripe ones. Not too green, not too soft.
Like this tomato, it looks perfect.
Yes, put it in the basket.
I bend down, touch the soil, and carefully pick a cucumber. Its skin is cool in my hand, and I whisper to myself, this cucumber is fresh. The tomato is red. The basket is full. Grandma points to the herbs.
Smell this mint.
And I rub the leaves between my fingers. The sharp, sweet scent fills the air. Fresh mint. It smells wonderful. We laugh together as I carry the basket back inside. It feels simple but powerful to grow food, to pick it with love, and to speak about it in English. If you also love the smell of fresh mint, comment below. Vocabulary in context. Soil. The earth where plants grow. Example. The soil is wet after the rain. Ripe. Ready to eat. Example. The tomato is ripe and red. Basket. A container for carrying fruits or vegetables. Example. She put the apples in a basket. Vine. A plant that climbs or grows along the ground. Example. Cucumbers grow on vines. Herbs. Plants used for cooking or medicine. Example. Mint and basil are herbs. Shadowing practice. Pick the ripe ones. This cucumber is fresh. The tomato is red. The basket is full. Smell this mint. Life lesson. In a garden, growth takes time, water, care, and patience. In English, growth is the same. Small words, daily practice, steady effort. One day, you look back and see your basket is full, not only of vegetables, but of progress. Lesson 6. Cooking and memories in pictures. We bring the basket of vegetables into the kitchen. Grandma ties her apron and lights the stove. The room fills with a soft smell of herbs.
Bella, wash the tomatoes, please.
I rinse them under cool water, then slice cucumbers carefully. The knife goes tock, tock, tock on the wooden board. Grandma stirs the soup, tastes, and nods.
That's enough. You don't need to help me anymore. I'm done cooking now.
I walk into the living room. It feels quiet, filled with afternoon light through the curtains. On the shelf, I see a heavy photo album. Voice. I pause, then turn to Grandpa, who is sitting in his chair with a newspaper. Grandpa, may I look at the album? Grandpa lowers his paper, smiles warmly, and nods.
Of course, Bella. Go on.
I open it slowly. Inside are black and white pictures. Grandpa young, wearing a suit. Grandma with long hair, holding flowers. The two of them together, smiling shyly at the camera. I whisper to myself. They were young. They were in love. Grandma comes behind me, wiping her hands on her apron.
Ah, you found our album.
Grandma, you look so beautiful here. Oh.
Your grandpa sent me that picture from America. He wrote a letter on the back.
She turns the photo, and I read faded handwriting. I miss you. I'll be home soon. I feel a lump in my throat. So much love, so much courage, hidden in one picture. If you also love finding old family photos, comment below. Vocabulary in context. Apron. Cloths. To protect clothes while cooking. Example. She wears an apron in the kitchen. Album. A book for photos. Example. The album is full of memories. Black and white. Old style photo without colors. Example. My grandparents have black and white photos. Handwriting. The way a person writes with a pen. Example. His handwriting is small and clear. Faded. Not clear anymore. Weak color. Example. The ink on the letter is faded. Wash the tomatoes, please. You look so beautiful here. He wrote a letter on the back. I miss you. I'll be home soon. The album is full of memories. Homes are not only built of walls and windows. They are built of memories. Each photo, each letter is a bridge across time. And just as language connects people today, these pictures connect generations yesterday and tomorrow. Learning English is not only about new words, it is about keeping love and stories alive. Lesson 7. Grandfather's Story About America. I close the photo album gently and look at Grandpa. His hands rest on his knees, the lines on his face like maps of old journeys. Grandpa, will you tell me about your time in America? Grandpa nods slowly, his eyes far away, as if he can still see that younger man.
The first days were difficult. My English was poor. I was a bit sad and missed my family. Being away from your grandmother, having to love from afar. That was the hardest part. Every night I wrote her letters. Sometimes I cried while writing, but I had to stay strong.
Grandma, sitting beside him, touches his shoulder softly.
I remember I waited for every letter.
Grandpa smiles faintly, then looks back at me.
Work was not easy. Long hours, heavy tasks. But I learned something important. Sadness can teach you strength. Missing home can teach you to value love even more.
He pauses, then leans forward.
And now, Bella, how is your English?
I take a breath and smile. I practice every day. I listen to podcasts. I write sentences. I even talk to myself or my cat. Grandpa chuckles, his eyes crinkling.
Good. That is how you grow. English is not just words. It is a bridge. And one day, that bridge will carry you safely in the UK.
I nod, feeling my heart full. Not only from his story of the past, but from his faith in my future. If you also carry strength from your family stories, comment below. Vocabulary in context. Afar, from far away. Example, he loved her from afar when he worked abroad. Letter, written message sent by mail. Example, she wrote him a letter every week. Task, a piece of work. Example, his tasks at work were heavy. Strength, power to keep going. Example, sadness gave him strength. Faith, strong belief or trust. Example, he had faith in her success. Shadowing practice. The first days were difficult. I missed my family. Being away from your grandmother was very sad. Sadness can teach you strength. English is a bridge to your future. The past speaks quietly. But if you listen, it gives you courage. Our grandparents remind us, distance is hard, but love makes it bearable. Challenges are heavy, but they grow strength. And when someone believes in you, you begin to believe in yourself. Lesson 8. Evening Reflection. The day grows quiet. Dinner is finished, the dishes are clean, and the house smells of tea and warm soup. I walk to my old room, the one I used to sleep in as a child. The window is open. A soft breeze moves the curtains. Outside, the garden is dark but peaceful, and the stars begin to appear one by one. I sit at the desk with my notebook. I write slowly. Today I traveled by subway. I rode a double-decker bus. I came home to Grandma and Grandpa. I heard stories about America. I pause, then add one more line. I am not alone on this journey. I close the notebook and take my phone. I record my voice in English. Good evening. My name is Bella. Today, I learned courage from my grandfather. Tomorrow, I will practice again. I play it back. The sound is not perfect, but it is mine. Strong, steady, alive. I smile, feeling the weight of the day lift from my shoulders. English is not just a subject. It is a diary of my life. And tonight, another page has been written. Vocabulary in context. Breeze, a light, gentle wind. Example, the breeze moves the curtains. Peaceful, calm and quiet. Example, the night was peaceful. Notebook, a book for writing notes. Example, she writes her diary in a notebook. Record, to save sound or voice. Example, I record my English sentences. Steady, firm, not shaking. Example, her voice was steady and calm. Shadowing practice. Today I traveled by subway. I came home to Grandma and Grandpa. I heard stories about America. I am not alone on this journey. Tomorrow, I will practice again. And one day, your story will shine as brightly as the stars outside your window. Today gave me warmth, family, stories, and the comfort of home. But tomorrow will bring challenge. Trains will be faster. Cities will be louder. People will speak words I don't yet know. And that is good, because every challenge is an invitation to grow. Every new word is a door. Every conversation is a chance to step closer to the life I dream of. I see the road ahead, streets in London, voices in classrooms, meetings at work, laughter with new friends. I see myself stronger, braver, more alive in English than ever before. So dream with me tonight, a dream where language is not a wall, but a bridge, not a test, but a passport, not a fear, but a song. If you believe your English will carry you into a brighter tomorrow, comment 1 below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Daily English Voice, and ring the bell. Because the journey is long, and we will walk it together.